Hello, you all. This is your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Sorry, guys. I was trying to do something and talk at the same time, okay? Y'all, this is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So y'all take the message that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to you or any and everyone else in between that you may or may not know. So with that being said, guys, we're going to get started. I hope everyone is doing well and feeling well. Your first message is let your wisdom guide you. Also, we have here, listen to your intuition. Okay, so there's definitely something you need to listen to your intuition about. You need to use your wisdom as it relates to this situation here, okay? The next message we have here is you were adopted and no one ever told you, okay? So you were adopted. This is something that was hidden from you. This is something that was kept secret. You've basically been lied to your entire life. The family that you believe to be your family is not your family, okay? We have here they're spreading lies, okay? So the people that you believe to be your family, they've been telling a lot of lies and keeping a lot of secrets. From you. They've been telling lies to you, as well as they've been telling other lies behind your back, keeping secrets from you and coming up with other explanations or as it relates to these secrets even behind your back, okay? So it's very interesting because for some reason your daddy's side of the family as well as your mother's side of the family is wrapped into this, okay? In some way, shape, form, or fashion. Commonly, you could see this with a mother and a father. Okay, let me say this. If you have parents, the parents that you believe to be your parents, if they are married and they have been married throughout your entire life, as you know, okay, like you grew up with the both of them in the same household and you were adopted and they never told you, a lot of times this is how you see the situation. However, I'm getting something else. I feel like this reading could possibly be for someone who is just like I just explained. You're both your mother and your father that you believe to be your parents. You grew up in the household with the both of them. But I'm also getting the energy of someone, whoever you believe to be your father and your mother were never married. You didn't grow up with them being in the same home, okay? But this secret about you being adopted and you never being told about this is a secret on your supposed dad's side of the family as well as your supposed mother's side of the family, okay? Like, there's a lot of people wrapped into this secret, which is what is interesting here, okay? Because a lot of different things could have took place as it relates to this. We're going to get into it, but last but not least, we have greed here, okay? These shiesty jokers will do anything for money, okay? So the reason why they kept up these lies, the reason why, you know, they told you lies and they kept these secrets from you and nobody ever told you you were adopted, there's money that's tied into what is going on here, okay? So they never wanted you to know the truth. Okay, so the interesting thing about this, the father and the mother that you grew up believing is your parents, as well as their extended family, we know are not, okay? But whoever your real parents are somehow wrapped into this deception as well. Okay, like, does that make sense? It's like all of those parties know that this happened with you and have all went along with the lie, the deception to keep this from you. Okay, guys? So we're going to get some further clarification for this situation. Okay, guys. Just a minute. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, guys, so let's clarify. The first message we have was listen to your intuition, follow your wisdom. As it relates to this situation, specifically about your daddy's side of the family, okay? There's something intuitively, like your intuition could be like telling you something, warning you about something, hinting at you about something. This could be something that's deep down in your subconscious. This could, but between your intuition, what you can piece together, what you do know, as well as the wisdom that you have, there's something that intuitively you know is not right when it comes to your father's side of the family here, okay? Why I say this is because we have the high priestess here, okay? Now, the high priestess speaks to many different things. For one, you could be a high priestess. You could be a high priest yourself. This means you are highly... The high priestess talks about intuition. It talks about third eye activations. It talks about psychic abilities. It talks about one who is in the know here, okay? So you can be highly intuitive yourself. The high priestess also speaks to secret information, secret knowledge, things that are hidden, occultic knowledge. It can even dive into higher powers, authorities, elites, secret societies, a lot of other things, even classified operations. It predominantly speaks of secret information, secret knowledge, okay? You could hold some type of secret information, secret knowledge. You could intuitively know this, even if it's only bits and pieces. But even if not, there's something that's definitely hidden, that's definitely secret as it relates to this situation here, okay? I feel like when it in terms of your intuition, in terms of your wisdom, perhaps you haven't been able to piece things together all the way, but for some reason, like, you have had this overwhelming feeling that maybe you couldn't understand, okay? Maybe sometime throughout your life you just kind of felt like your family wasn't your family. And it's really hard in this sense to speak for someone else. You would be the only one who knows exactly how you feel, but I would give you an example. Ever since I was very little, I've always been a loner. I've never had any friends. I've always been to myself, by myself, and different things like that or whatever. For some reason, ever since I was a kid, I can vividly remember, for some reason, I knew, I could just like feel it. I knew certain things. I felt like the woman that I believed to be my mother was not my mother. And two, I always felt like I had a twin, like there was another me in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I could not explain it. I literally have had this feeling since I was a kid, as far back as I can remember. And I'm talking like elementary kid, like, as early of an age where you can understand and comprehend your own thoughts and feelings. I've always felt like this. So you may have had feelings like that, whether it be about your father's side of the family, your mother's side of the family, or what have you. You could look totally different than these people. You could be built different than these people. You could carry yourself differently. You could act differently. Those are things that one may notice on the surface here, okay? But there's other things that may raise red flags for you, like your belief systems versus their belief systems, okay? A lot of times when there's a big difference in these things, these are the things that you call into question. Why? Because more often than not, people who are all raised around each other, raised together, a lot of times they grow up with kind of the same way of being, ideals, even though everybody is their own person and grow into their own selves and end up growing to do their own thing or whatever. There's still major differences in some type of way. So I feel like maybe this has something to do with spirit saying, listen to your intuition, follow your wisdom. Perhaps you're even being, you're getting some type of spiritual guidance or some type of guidance from a higher power to awaken you to this here, okay? But I'm getting the feeling that someone, you always knew like something wasn't right with the people that was around you, with people that was supposed to be your family, especially if you were the one who was always the oddball out. You were always left out, or you were always treated like the black sheep or the scapegoat, or you were never good enough. Everybody seemed like everybody in the family, even the worst ones you could come across, was somehow better than you. It was like you were never accepted, you were never appreciated, you never had that real love that one would have from a family. It's, if you ever felt like a situation like that where like you were just there, you were just around people, but you didn't connect to them, you didn't feel any oneness with them, and you were like isolated or segregated from everyone else, treated differently in any type of way, then you may resonate with this reading, okay? We have the orphan card here, okay? So you could be someone who has always been alone or felt alone, okay? So kind of like how I explained to you myself, okay? You could be an introvert, you could be in hermit mode, or kind of grew up in this hermit type of energy. You felt like you've had no family, you felt like you have no friends. You could have went through a lot of childhood trauma. You're someone who pretty much stayed to self, okay? You do have trust issues because it's like when you open yourself up to others, people take your kindness for weakness. People run over you or use you or abuse you or mistreat you in some type of way. So if you've ever felt like that, then you can resonate with this reading as well here, okay? Some of you may be aware of this, others of you may not have, especially if anything happened in your infancy, okay, or in your toddler ages. But some of you could have been traffic victims, you could have been kidnapped, you could have been switched at birth. Obviously, we're talking about the fact that you were adopted and no one ever told you. This could have been a fraudulent adoption, okay? And even if it wasn't a fraudulent adoption, this was still hidden from you, and nobody ever wanted you to know the truth. Thus they lied to you, thus they kept secrets from you, and they hid this from you. You could have been stolen, you could have been sold, a lot of things. But overall, you felt like an orphan your entire life. You had nobody, okay? Now, whether that is actually what is, but there's even people who have, you ever had a bunch of people around you, yet you still are made to feel alone? Okay? Some people have family, but it's like they don't have family. You feel the same as the person who don't have any family at all, because the family you supposedly have, they are not welcoming, like they're not welcoming or loving or supporting like family should be here, okay? So you're either actually an orphan or you were made to feel like an orphan here, okay? But considering the fact that we're talking about the fact that you were adopted and no one ever told you, at some point you actually were an orphan. Okay, because there was that disconnect, that separation from your original parents to who you ended up with, which ties into all the secret information, all the secret knowledge, all the hidden things, all this, with that high priestess energy, because this high priestess energy sits here coupled with the orphan energy as well. Okay. So to clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. We have here partners in crime. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. All of these people work together to hide something from you, to keep something from you here. Okay, um so the parents that you believe to be your parents, them as well as their extended family, they were all a part of these lies. They were all a part of these secrets. Everybody know the truth except for you. Okay? So your dad's side of the family that you believe to be your dad, and your dad's side of the family, your mom's side of the family, who you believe to be your mom, and her side of the family, as well as whomever your original parents are. They are all partners in crime. There's some type of scheming that is going on. These individuals are manipulators. They're cons. Okay? They're full of deception. There was some type of plots or plans that was put into motion. These people are very cold-blooded and ruthless. Okay? Very low down and dirty. Crime mob type of a energy here. Okay? These individuals schemed up this plan together in some type of way. Spirit is saying that they are partners in crime. The other clarifying message you have here for you were adopted and no one ever told you is the moon here, okay? So once again, we're tapped into these secrets, okay? The moon talks about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark. It talks about the past. It talks about dilemmas. It talks about criminal activity. It talks about something being done late at night or in the wee hours of the morning. It talks about fear, hiding things, doubt, the wicked, evil, sadness, one feeling overwhelmed. It can even speak to moon magic here, okay? But the bottom line is there's some shady people who made some type of decisions, who partook in some type of dirty dealings, and they created an illusion in your life in some way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? Something was done behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind your back. And this was hidden from you. This was kept from you. So these partners in crime, they all partook in these. They all knew of and partook in these secrets. And they also continue to hide these things from you, okay? They did a lot of things behind the scenes on the back end as well, as it relates to this supposed adoption, okay? To clarify, they're spreading lies. We have here, keep your distance, stay away from the enemy here. Spirit is saying that you need to stay away from these people, regardless of whatever type of relationship you have with these people. These individuals have lied to you your entire life. You could be full grown with children of your own right now, but these people have lied to your face your entire life. They've mistreated you and paid no consequence for doing so. They have lied to your face. They have done things behind your back. Spirit is saying you need to get as far away from the enemy as possible. These people ain't no friend of yours, and they ain't no kin of yours. You all share no blood relation. Okay? This card talks about you needing to choose your friends, your family, your associates wisely. Okay? You need to step away from those who don't have your best interests or your highest good. Also, when people show you who they really are, you need to believe them here, okay? You need to keep your distance from these individuals because they will tell all kinds of lies. They will say anything to cover their ass here, okay? Because you can't forget the fact that they have desperately tried to cover up the truth. For some reason, these people desperately never wanted you to know where you came from, who your real parents were. And something has to do with money. These individuals were paid to go along with the lies, the deceptions, and the things that they did to you. I also see here Some things are best kept secret. Don't ask, don't tell. See no evil, hear no evil, speak of no evil. So there was definitely evil that took place. And what happened to you that separated you from your birth parents and the people that you ended up with. These individuals have been forced into silence, or they made some type of pact amongst each other not to say a word here. There's definitely a lot of secrets here. So they've done nothing but lie after lie after lie your entire life. And a part of them keeping up these lies is because something that has to do with greed, because of money here. So whatever took place, whatever went down, these individuals were receiving some type of compensation for having you. They possibly were even receiving some type of compensation for keeping you in the dark, for allowing other things to happen to you as well here. There's just a lot of lies and a lot of secrets as it relates to these people that you have been around, that you believe to be your family. While your real parents, your birth parents, have seemingly dwindled away because you have no knowledge or connection with them other than your birth, up until whatever time you were separated from them. And for you not to have any memory of them, this had to happen in your very early ages, like sometime in your infancy, before school age. So this would have had to happen in between your birth and, I would say 5, but 9 times out of 10, it probably took place sometime between your birth and 3 years old. Because you start school when you're 5. Kids go to kindergarten at 5. If you remember going to pre-K, you go to pre-K at 4, okay? So for those of you resonating with this message, this would have had to take place between birth and 3 years old. Also, another telltale sign into this, if no one has baby pictures of you, okay, I don't care what kind of excuse anybody comes up with, every person, you can stop any mother right now. Any mother, any grandmother, good ones at least, who have pictures of their children and grandchildren, okay, from their infancy on up, okay. I still have my daughter's footprints from the hospital when she was born, okay. I still have pictures of her in her infancy when she was still in diapers, from every age, okay. If no one has pictures of you before you started school, that is a telltale clue that your family is likely not your family. If no one has pictures of you before you started walking, that is a telltale clue that 9 times out of 10, your family is not your family, okay? To clarify your daddy side of the family, we have the 3 of Swords here, okay? So the 3 of Swords talks about heartache. It talks about heartbreak. It talks about disappointments, loss, miseries, even affairs, sorrow, betrayal, okay? Breakups, crying tears, no love, hurt feelings, lying, cheating. There's There's a lot of heartache and heartbreak as it relates to your father. Something is very significant to your father in some type of heartache or heartbreak. Whatever this, whatever has happened to you, how you ended up orphaned, the lies, the deceptions, that everything, this heartache and pain that you've endured because of, this is something, this is because of your father in some type of way. This heartache, this pain, this heartbreak, it stems from your father here. And this all sits under listen to your intuition, okay? To clarify, your father's side of the family, I also have here, so you rich, huh? But are you a real one? Your biological father could be very wealthy. Your biological father could be someone who is high profile, who is an elitist, who is a socialite, someone who's in power, who holds some type of structure, organization, definitely someone who's very wealthy. This is another reason why your biological father has been hidden from you. Your biological parents has been hidden from you. They never wanted you to know that whomever your father is someone who is rich, someone who is wealthy. Okay? Yet at the same time, while they lied to you and kept secrets from you, their greedy asses were receiving some type of compensation that they clearly and obviously didn't give you, didn't share with you, didn't put up for you, nor nothing. This is why they kept up the lies. This is the reason why they never wanted you to know where you really come from. So whoever your biological father is, this is someone in power. This is someone in authority here. This is definitely someone who's very rich, very wealthy. Did this person willingly give you away? Did this person sell you? Okay? There's a lot that goes into what actually happened that led to the separation between you and your biological parents. But whoever your biological father is someone who is very wealthy, very privileged, someone who is high up in power in some type of way. To clarify your mama's side of the family, this is under you were adopted and no one ever told you. Okay, so I'm assuming that whomever you believe to be your mama and her side of the family is who you predominantly grew up with or around. Okay, these were the main people who fed you lies and kept secret things hidden from you and secret from you here. And in order to ensure that you never found out the secrets, there was things that they allowed to happen to you. See, even the government knows about this. Okay, there's probably some type of top secret classified document in a file about you right now because of who your biological parents are and the fact that they are very wealthy. And you best believe that the satanic powers that be, especially when talking about the United States government, they're keeping tabs on everybody, especially very wealthy persons and anybody connected to them. Just as they do persons who work for the government in any way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? But the torturous things that was done to you to try to wipe your mind clean, to try to dumb you down to prevent you from ever finding out the truth here, they put you under some type of mind control. They use MK Ultra, some type of brainwashing tactics. They use some type of psychological operational method to wipe your mind, to prevent you from remembering from where you originally came from. You experience government experimentation And the supposed mother side of your family allowed this to happen. See, this is the reason why these people are partners in crime. They allowed this to happen, and they greedy asses continue to receive payments for this being done to you. You went through satanic ritual abuse. You have been remotely monitored your entire life. They have kept tabs on you your entire life. Monarch programming was done on you, possibly other programming as well. They never wanted you to find out who you really were or where you really come from here, okay? Thus is the reason why you have had to deal with so many family issues. A lot of the family issues that you endured came from this supposed mother side of the family, your mother or their side of the family here. But it's something that you dealt with in general here. But if you were around these people the most, they were the ones who were responsible and received payment, compensation for allowing you to be to allow the government to experiment on you, to use you as a test dummy, to put you under mind control, to satanically, ritualistically abuse you, to do MK Ultra on you, brainwash you. This is also done to you just because of the simple fact that your real parents were wealthy. So they had the money, the power, and the privilege to do so. But because of the fact that you were adopted, you've dealt with a lot of family issues, a lot of childhood trauma you have endured. Because even being with these people, see, the idea, how you know that they're not smart? Because what they should have done is showered you with love, treated you right, and you would have never second guessed these people being your family. You would have known, you wouldn't have known any different. And even if somebody came to you and told you that they had a secret to tell you, you likely would not have believed them. But the mere fact that you were orphaned, the mere fact that you were left all alone, the mere fact that you were left feeling with you like you had no family and no friends, and you was bullied, and you went through childhood trauma, and you went through neglect and abuse and abandonment and all these things, it brings everything in your life into question that you have endured, especially when you have been isolated, when you have been treated like the black sheep, when you have been scapegoated of the family, when everybody else and everything else was praised and worshipped and celebrated and loved and adored, but you were not. That was for a reason. These people treated you like this because you were adopted. They never wanted you. But they greedy asses wanted the money here. So you've dealt with a lot of family issues. You were isolated. You were abandoned. You were treated like the black sheep. You dealt with a lot of trauma, a lot of drama. You dealt with lack of support. You dealt with hating, fighting. You were left out in the cold by these people. You were mistreated. Not to mention the lies, the deception, and the no love here, okay? This sits here under your mama's side of the family. This is what you endured from them. See, you endured heartache and heartbreak, sadness, loss, misery, disappointment, pain, anguish from your father and your father's side of the family. Not to mention your real father is wealthy and was never cared to be in your life at all. See, that's the reason why the high priestess came out first. That's what's top secret and classified. Your bloodline, where you really come from, what you're really worth. If your biological parents is that wealthy, there's no way in hell you shouldn't have had better opportunities in life. There's no way in hell you should have had to struggle as much as you had to struggle. And they know this. And because they know this built up jealousy and envy towards you, which turned to hatred, which is why they mistreated you. So your supposed mother's side of the family, they're the ones who allowed you to be satanic ritualistically abused. They're the ones who you was essentially basically sold to. Their job was to keep tabs on you, to raise you, okay? Allow the government to experiment on you, brainwash you, put you under mind control, put you under monarch programming, MK Ultra, and monitor you all your life. You're probably chipped as well and didn't and don't know. They probably allowed that to happen to you as well here, okay? Because they have a lot of advanced technology today to track and trace people without you even having a chip in you. But back then, okay, if you were born in the 80s or before then, you were likely chipped to track you. Okay, we're talking back before a time before the World Wide Web and you know, all the other technology that we have readily available today. So there was a lot more of extreme measures that was used back then to torture people, to track people and different things like that than it is today. Today, you can use any type of spyware to track and trace anybody without them having a chip in them. You can remotely monitor people from miles and miles and distances away. So you were likely, if you went through government experimentation, this was allowed to happen to you. 9 times out of 10, you've been implanted. You've been a walking sleeper all your life. A keystroke, push of a button is likely to activate you in some type of way. Whatever they have programmed in you, you could be a walking sleeper. So to clarify greed here, we have the devil. Spirits say evil is as evil does. These individuals that you grew up around that you believe to be your family, they're sellouts. They sold their soul to the devil. They sold out to the satanic powers that be, to these wealthy elitists. Okay? It's all about greed for them. It's all about money. These individuals belong to wicked cults, witch covens, the devil worshippers, or Satanists, however one wants to look at it. They're in secret societies. They're sellouts, okay? The devil talks about addictions, addictive patterns of behavior, toxicity, bad habits, witches, warlocks, demons, the dark arts, black magic, voodoo. There's dark demonic practices that has been done on you your entire life. But the bottom line is this devil is here with this greed here. Anybody that's sold out to the devil, they're greedy. Period. As a matter of fact, most people who sell out for that very reason, greed. Most people who sell their soul to the devil, they want wealth, they want power, they want privilege, they want fame, they want fortune, they want something. All those things come from the devil. These individuals are sellouts. So it's no coincidence that the devil sits here on greed. Okay? And we also have the 10 of Cups. They're all involved in it. They're all in this. This is a family effort. Okay? They all was paid off in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They all went along with the lies and the deceptions. They all materialistic, greedy, and money-hungry gold diggers, okay? And they likely mistreated you your entire life. Now, that's for some of you who's resonating with this message. For those of you who grew up in a household with a mother and a father, and you were adopted and no one ever told you, you very well may have had decent parents. You may have had a decent upbringing. You know, you was adopted, okay? Whether this was done in a shady way, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you had a pretty decent upbringing, and because of the fact that they possibly got you in your infancy or when you were a tot or whatever, they never told you that you wasn't actually their child. Okay? Others of you, okay, especially if you grew up in poverty, if you grew up with trauma, with drama, with stress, separate, parents who never loved one another, let alone was married or lived in the same household or anything like that. There's some other shit that is going on here, okay? Especially if the parents that you believe to be your parents, if they would have been teenagers when you were born, this fraudulent, phony adoption likely took place through your grandmothers. And you were just put off on whatever their children, which would be the parents that you believe to be your parents. 9 times out of 10, though, the logistics of this fake phony adoption would have went through your grandparents. Okay, that's for those of you who have parents that would have been teenagers when they had you. Okay, especially when tying the government into a lot of these things here. You understand what I'm saying? A teenager has a child, you still have to go through their parent for anything that you're trying to access or do with them. Okay? So for those of you who feel like, oh, your grandparents were just so sweet and they was just so innocent and they was just so this and they just so that and they just so kept a whole lot of secrets and a whole lot of shit hidden from you, and they can hide shit way better than your supposed parents can. Okay? You got to understand, they was here well before even your supposed parents was even born. Okay? And they was full goddamn grown and elderly by the time you came along. That's what's going on here, guys. So we're going to get some further clarification. We're going to see where else this goes. This message has come up a few times in my reading, but here it goes again. So we're going to see what else comes out. Spirit, clarify, listen to your intuition. So this is something that has been on your mind since a child. Like I said here, look at this, thoughts and child here. This is something you have thought about. If you're resonating with this message, this is something that you have thought about, wondered about, worried about since you were a child. Just like I was, you knew as a child, as a baby, something wasn't right with the people that you were around. You're somebody who's highly intuitive. I feel like you've been divinely guided all your life. I feel like little hints and clues have come to you little bit by little bit your entire life. But it's something that you have thought about that has been on your mind since you were a child here. And this is the reason why Spirit is saying listen to your intuition. Follow your wisdom. Spirit, clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. I see journey, wealthy man, and great fortune here. You were trafficked. Before I shuffled some more and I seen these cards came up here, I seen gift. So it was like you were given away or sold. You were trafficked by this wealthy man who has great fortune here. Somebody, or either you were trafficked for a wealthy man with great fortune. Somebody set an expectation waiting on you, though, when all of this went down. This adoption, I don't feel like it's legit. I don't feel like it's legit at all. A wealthy man with great fortune definitely plays a role in this here. There's something, Journeys talks about trips, traveling, journeys, transportations, okay? You were trafficked some way. No matter the mode of transportation, whether you were put on a boat, a train, a plane, or whatever, you were trafficked. And some wealthy, I'm telling you, there's a wealthy man with great fortune that ties into this situation. Spirit, clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. I see it again. Gift. You was given as like a gift. Like you see how that you was given it, like you was given as a gift to someone or sold to someone here. I see false person here. You see this woman and this man here. This could be your biological parents here. There's something false about these people. Fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue, dishonest, disloyal. This is betrayal. So it's like you was given away or you were sold or something. You ended up being trafficked. Spirit, clarify that spreading lies. What is this they're spreading lies? Keep your distance. And some things are best kept secret. I see official persons here. These are people in authority, people in power, people in government, okay? This could be anybody as high as the CIA, the FBI, the military, or even higher than that. But it's these official persons who's telling some type of lies, keeping some type of secrets, whose spirit is referring to, telling you to keep your distance, stay away from the enemy, that's keeping these secrets covered up. These official persons in power are the ones who are covering up these secrets here. They're spreading lies, Spirit. Yeah. These official persons, they know. Look at this theft. See this theft? You see again, you see this woman and this man? Like they're luring this child away. They're taking this child here. These official persons, they're telling lies. They know that you were abducted. They know that you were taken. They know what happened. Where you come from, who you belong to. I see a mature man here on your daddy's side of the family sitting here with the Three of Swords, and so you rich, huh? But are you a real one here? I feel like this ties into this wealthy man, great fortune here. Something else may have went on here. Because if your biological father is wealthy, with this gift and this journey here, official person, thief, and then wealthy man and great fortune, was with those cards as well. Your wealthy father, your biological wealthy father, could have had the intentions to gift you or sell you to another wealthy man somewhere else. Something else may have took place at the time of that you were trafficked, though, because somehow you ended up with the people that you grew up with. So clarify your mama's side of the family. With the monarch programming, family issues, your mama's side of the family. Spirit is saying that they are false persons. They're liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists. They're fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. Okay? Your mama's side of the family. Now, these are the people who you grew up believing was your family. This might tie into your biological mother too. It's a false person. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. I also see coffin and lovers here. Your biological mother could be dead. And whoever the mother is, the mother and the mother side of the family that you grew up with, these people are false persons. These are the people who you were treated the worst by. That told their lies and kept their secrets. These are the ones that you ultimately ended up with, because your mama's side of the family falls right up under you were adopted and no one ever told you. But see, even the person that you believe to be your father could possibly be a lie as well. That person may be whoever your fake mama was dating at the time when you was born. So they both had to assume the role as being your parents, and this is what they was paid to do. Somebody is deceased though. We got coffin, we got lovers here. Somebody may be deceased. Yeah. One of your biological parents is deceased. Spirit, clarify greed. Clarify greed. So we got the family room here. The entire family, they greedy, they materialistic. You see how this family room is empty? These people ain't never loved you, supported you, treated you like family. They received all this income, all this money for you, and yet they mistreated you. I keep seeing the death card. Death, lovers. One of your biological parents is dead. One of your biological parents is deceased. Any other messages on your mama's side of the family, Spirit? Any other messages? I keep seeing this. No matter how I shuffle, how many times I shuffle, I keep seeing the coffin card. Somebody who was held in high honor. We have high honor, we have coffin here. Somebody who is in high honor is deceased now. This could be your biological father or your mother. High honor coffin. Yeah. This is your mama's side of the family. The people that you believe to be your mother, these false persons, they received unexpected income for you. Spirit, clarify this greed. Look at this sudden wealth. They received a lot of money, and I bet you they didn't give you a damn dime. And this is complete and utter BS if you grew up in poverty. That's what's going on here, y'all. Spirit, clarify, listen to your intuition, thoughts, and child. Listen to your intuition, thoughts, and child. see hope here. You could have gotten hurt as a child here. Something very traumatic could have happened when you were a child. Could have been hurt or injured in some type of way. Because of this, you intuitively know something. So to clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. You were adopted and no one ever told you. Let's see, pleasure seekers, service. These pleasure seekers was working for someone, being paid by someone for something here. Spirit, clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. You were sold to be a servant to someone. A servant, a sex slave, a prostitute, as awful as that may sound. This is the reason why you were gifted away or given away or sold, or why you were trafficked. This is the shit they don't want you to remember. Yeah. So you got the merchant here. A merchant is a person or a company who deals with foreign countries, wholesale and trade here, okay? You see how this guy is sitting here with these goods, okay? You see that ship here, okay? You were traded off, given away, gifted to someone, sold, something, however it went, you were to be trafficked here. But I feel like something occurred, something may have happened in the midst of this. That detoured some type of plans, and you ended up with the people that you grew up with or around. Spirit, clarify the spreading lies. Clarify the telling lies, Spirit. So I see foe here. A foe is someone who is an enemy, who is an opponent, someone who isn't for you. They don't like you, they don't love you, they don't care anything about you. They're working against you in some type of way. This is here on official person and thief. See, these official persons in power and authority in government, they know what was done to you. And they've covered it up. They've kept it top secret. This is another one of the government's little dirty secrets. Another one of their elitist little dirty secrets that they have covered up. It just so happens to be about you. They never wanted you to know. This is the reason why they're telling lies. This is the reason why they're keeping secrets. Spirit, clarify your daddy's side of the family. Your daddy's side of the family. Spirit, clarify your daddy's side of the family. Your father could be in bad health. This person may have some type of ailment or illness or sickness or something. If this person is still alive, Spirit, clarify. I also see Lord here. A Lord is someone who is in power, who's an authority, who holds some type of influence. A master or ruler of something here. This person is still alive. They could be in bad health right now. So clarify your mama's side of the family. see here gift, but I also see enemy here. It's like they were gifted with something, but they are the enemy. Or something here. Child. Spirit, any someone could have thought you died. It doesn't change the fact what they did to you. Someone could have been told that you were dead. Like if your biological father intended for you to be shipped or sent to someone in particular, this person still gave you up to be some type of fucking servant to someone, some type of sex slave or child bride or prostitute to someone or some shit like that, okay? You didn't make it. Those plans were detoured in some type of way. And the powers that be, these official persons, the government, the powers that be, could have told your biological father that you were dead. Somebody may have thought that you were deceased. Spirit, clarify greed. Clarify greed, please, Spirit. So we have service here, okay? So this fake, phony, fraudulent family of yours that you grew up around or with, they were in service. They were working for someone, helping someone, doing a job for someone that they were being paid for. This family took you in, and they were given sudden wealth, and they didn't spend not a damn dime on you. This is the reason why your family that you grew up with, they chained to the devil. They sold their soul to the devil a long damn time ago. They greedy, materialistic, money-hungry gold diggers, just period. Just period. Yeah. Fortunes. They received fortunes for you. That's what's going on here, guys. We're gonna keep it moving. This reading getting too long. This is really irritating me. Okay. We're gonna see what else is happening here. Spirit, clarify. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Okay. So I see truth and expression here. Okay. I feel like your intuition. I feel like intuitively you know the truth. That if something isn't right with the people that you grew up around, that there's been a lot of lies and a lot of secrets, a lot of things hidden from you. I also see expression on here as well. Spirit wants you to express your truth, okay? What you have gone through, what you have endured. Spirit, clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. You were adopted and no one ever told you. So I feel like it's interesting because what happened to you as a child, what was done to you as a child, I see here fate, detours, divine intervention. Because you have to understand that you were like, I see gift and journey here. So this person was your biological father, biological parents were either gifting you to someone else, giving you to someone else, or selling you to someone else. Something happened. Something fated happened, though, in the midst of you being trafficked. You were given away or sold to be someone's child, bride, sex slave, servant, or what have you. Okay? You were like, you were being given away or sold to somebody else in power, possibly in some other foreign land or something, but somebody else who was wealthier, in power, or something here. But something fated happened. There was a detour. This has fate, detours, and divine intervention. Universe stepped in. The Most High God stepped in. Okay? A higher power stepped in and kept something from happening, kept you from going to wherever you were headed while you were being trafficked. From whoever purchased you. And this is, because of this divine intervention, because of this detour, is how you ended up with the people that you grew up with, but they didn't even treat you right. They didn't even treat you right. There was something fated that took place here. I see family, home, and commitment here on their spreading lies. I also see regret and regression here. They regret doing something, being a part of something, or something here, because truth and clarity is coming out. Spirit, clarify that your daddy's side of the family. Clarify your daddy's side of the family. So I see here contracts, careers, and commitments here. Your father was under some type of blood contract. Had taken some type of satanic oath due to his career or some type of commitments or something. Which is why this took place. Which is something else, just something else that ties into the satanic powers that be. Yeah. Your biological father was the one. Your father was the one to make the decision to do this to you because of contracts, careers, commitments, Saturn energy, Satan energy, like I said. Spirit, clarify your mama's side of the family. These people, they've been putting up a facade long as you've been knowing them. They got up a whole facade, especially around their beliefs. These are people that probably act like they Christians, they saved, they sanctified, they delivered, they holier than thou, and they worse than the devil worshippers you may know. They worse than the Satanists that will tell you that they Satanists or they atheists, okay? They got up a whole facade. They wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. They're just as fake, phony, fraudulent as they come. They liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists. They greedy, they materialistic, and these shiesty jokers will do anything for money. And they've been putting up a facade this entire time. That's why they came out as false person, Spirit saying. Yeah. Got toxicity, bound, patterns. Your mama's side of the family full of toxicity. They bound, they chained, they tied to the devil here. Yet they put up this facade. Spirit, clarify greed. Clarify greed. Deception and temptation. All they care is about the money. Clarify greed, Spirit. Yeah. See, they guilty of sabotage. They guilty of sabotaging you. They know they did it. They know they've been doing so all your life. That's why they in regret. and guilt for how they sabotage you, because there's been nothing but deceptions around you. These individuals got huge as egos. We got ego, vanity, and pride at the bottom of the deck here, okay? And this is the reason why you feel guarded and have dealt with vulnerability here. But I also see here alchemy and ancestral guides here, okay? So your ancestors, you are being guided by your ancestors. Spirit, clarify, listen to your intuition. I see awareness here, okay? Use your awareness, okay? You see how this person's crown chakra is illuminated here? We also had truth that come out here. Thoughts with child. You've been having these thoughts in your mind as a child that you didn't feel right around these people. You knew something wasn't right. You knew the vibes was off. I kid you not, I've felt like that. I've looked at all, I've seen, everybody has different ways of life. I've looked at high society people, low society people, high vibrational people, low vibrational people. I mean, people of all kinds. And what seems to amaze me, y'all, there is stone cold ruthless people in this world who I have found that have more love for they, no matter how ruthless and cold-hearted and cutthroat they are, they have more of a bond, more of a togetherness, more love, affection, attention, and support for their family, for their loved ones. I kid you not, y'all. I haven't ever felt that. I haven't ever had that. I mean, I've looked at people with all different types of walks of life. I've known of crackheads, okay? Stone cold drunks and crackheads. Now, true enough, their children may have been raised by other persons because obviously they wasn't stable, secure enough to do so. But I have known crackheads and drunks who cared more about their loved ones and their children. I wouldn't give them, if they had to steal, they could have been wrong as two left shoes. If they had to steal, kill, or destroy, if they got word that their kid needed something, they would go out there and do it. They wouldn't, a upstanding or righteous parent. They might not have been law-abiding in the least bit. You understand what I'm saying? I literally have seen, known of crackheads, stone cold drunks, prostitutes. They probably was, like I said, stable and secure to take care of their own children. Their children was probably raised by their grandparents, or the children may have been raised, by whoever. But every time they came around with a family get together, around the holiday time, no matter how they had to get it done, they would try to do something. They'd try to show up. They'd try to be there. You understand what I'm saying? You ever be around people and don't feel comfort, don't feel love, still isolated, still left out, still treated like you less than, still, bullied, picked on, left out, just no love, made to feel like you nothing, you nobody. By your own family now. I'm not talking about, random people. People that's supposed to be your family, bro. This is what I have experienced personally. And I'm telling you, I looked at all kinds of people. It used to hurt my feelings so much when as a loner growing up, all you have to keep you company and you learning from the world, it'd be music, it'd be TV, movies, different things like that. Like, I kid you not, growing up, if you heard me laughing about something, I was lively to be listening, watching something on TV, watching a movie, listening to music, something like that. That's why I've always been into the arts or something creative or something like that. Okay? And I used to feel so bad because a lot of times, TV put together this, different picture of family and different things or whatever. And I used to feel so bad. I used to see people who had mothers and fathers and well knit together families and, just awesome shit or whatever. And I remember I used to love going to sleep because it was the only time that I could escape. I could like actually leave my body, like astral travel somewhere else, like travel somewhere. I used to love going to sleep because it was the only time that I could do it. I could just like go away, like leave Earth and go to a whole nother place, and it was just wonderful there. It was like no hate, no crime, no pollution, no evil, no wickedness. It was like everything was beautiful and great and lovely and didn't want for anything, no struggle, no like nothing, just like whatever I wanted. I used to love going to sleep practice, but that's a loner's life for you, okay? So I'm talking about, I literally just looked at different people. Y'all, there are mobsters, okay? Cartels. We talking about stone cold gangsters that'll smooth slip your fucking throat. You fuck with them the wrong damn way, bruh. That love they damn family to death. You understand what I'm talking about? Some of the ruthless gangsters, criminal, you can come to, like these little street gangs, they swear they doing something, but there was other kind of gangsters well before they even called themselves trying to be gangsters or thugs or having street gangs or anything like that. And them gangsters wear suit. They be sharp to death every damn day. You understand what I'm saying? Them people wholeheartedly love their families and different things like that. And you know what I'm saying? They liable to be in all kinds of illegal businesses and different things, but I'm not talking about their lifestyle. I'm talking about how it is with just family. I done looked at all different types of freaking people, y'all, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then you come back, step back into yourself in your life and look at your life, and it's like you don't have that. And it's like, what the hell happened when the hell you was born? You know what I'm saying? Because if you got gangsters and cartels and ruthless folks out here in the world who love their families, and you got whole cultures of folks, it's like every other culture, the entire culture, they're like well knit, they're together, they're community oriented, they're it's like based off of family. This is how they, build their empires and all this other kind of shit. But when it comes to our race, it's not there. And then when you trickle that shit down to your individual families, it's just like, it's awful. So I used to like literally try to figure this shit out. Like, I'm the person who, I'm thinking about the if, the ands, the buts, the possiblies, the maybes, and everything. Because no matter what happens, you know what I'm saying, usually you can break shit down to some type of logical explanation, okay? So I was the type of person that used to try to like figure that shit out. And this is how I knew, by evaluating, stepping outside of myself, evaluating my feelings, my emotions, and everything that was going on around me. This is how I intuitively knew. I'm like, these people couldn't possibly belong to me. They couldn't possibly be mine. I've seen strangers treat each other better than people who are supposed to be your family, bruh. It don't make sense. And if you have had that feeling like that, then 9 times out of 10, something ain't right within your family dynamic as well. I'm just giving y'all an example. Okay, but we have awareness here. We also have truth and expression here. We have the hope card here. Okay, so you have dealt with a lot of hurt. You've been torn down and hurt and mistreated. You it's like you were done like this on purpose, to purposely traumatize you in some type of way. That's sitting with thoughts and child, with the high priestess and orphan. With listen to your intuition. You have intuitively known since you were a child that something wasn't right in your life about the people that was around you, and even about things that was hidden from you. I like literally felt these things, y'all. And some of you all probably have too. I'm like, I used to feel like that. I'm like, there's no way in the world this person could be my mother. Like, have you ever experienced a mother that, like, treat her other children well, but you don't get treated well at all? You're always judged or ridiculed or put down or talked about or left out. Just like all kinds of shit. And it's like a mother is supposed to be loving and nurturing. Like, if you never had loving and nurturing from your supposed mother, yet you were there to see love, this person give loving and nurturing to their other children. When you've had a mother that you have heard with your own ears talk about you like a dog to your face, even talk about you like a dog behind your back when they thought you couldn't hear, when they thought you wasn't listening. This is somebody who couldn't possibly belong to you. No mother would do that. No mother would do that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It could be all types of things. Okay, but some of y'all may have experienced that as well. So let's move on, guys. Spirit, clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. I see heart chakra here. So this is something that may affect your heart chakra. We have shadow. So the fact that you were adopted and this was hidden from you, this was something that was done behind the scenes. This was plotted, planned, schemed. This is set up behind the scenes, behind closed doors. And this was kept from you. Spirit, clarify they're spreading lies. Or they're telling lies. Somebody is lying. Like the lies that they created. I see fertility here. Whoever's saying that they gave birth to you, they're lying. Even the documentations, the records of these official persons, these people in government, it is fraudulent. It's fake. It's made up. It's like it's a cover story. They know the truth of what happened to you and they have buried it and they have hidden it. Yeah. And because of somebody's partnership and alliances, somebody's involvement in secret societies here, they offered you up as a sacrifice. This is 3-3 here. This is a 3 and this is a 12. 1 and 2 makes 3. Partner, you see this Masonic handshake here? Also, do you see how this person is one race and this person is another? You see how this man's arm here, this man here looks Caucasian, and this man here looks like he has a darker skin tone. Like he could be any type of naturally tanned brown skinned race here, okay? But look at something here. You see how it looks like he has some type of branding on him, like a branding or tribal type of tattoo or markings or something on his arm here. With these partnerships and these alliances here, there was some type of agreement that was come to here. Amongst these sellouts within this secret society here to offer you up as a sacrifice. I know a lot of times y'all assume that sacrifices just have to result in death. There's different type of sacrifices that happen, okay? If you are sold and trafficked, sold into sex slavery or whatever, that's sacrificing you. If you are set up on a crime you didn't commit to imprison you, that's sacrificing you. If you are set up to make it seem as if you are crazy just to institutionalize you and drug you, that is sacrificing you. People could be sacrificed in many different ways. So also blood sacrifices as well. People set people up to be killed to make money off of them in some type of way. Sacrifices happen like that as well. But a lot of times when people hear sacrifices, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Oh, somebody, died, or blah, 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 whatever. Now, I feel like at some point it was supposed to lead to this. At this point, especially if you have gone through an awakening of any kind, they could have been trying to sacrifice you because they never wanted you to know the truth. They never wanted this truth to come out here, okay? On your daddy's side of the family, your father, okay, is a part of some type of secret society, some type of partnership and alliances. That's where that contracts, career, and commitments come in at. He's the one who sacrificed you, who offered you up as a sacrifice. Spirit, clarify your mama's side of the family. Your mama's side of the family. Here, your mother's side of the family here, the people that you ended up with here has experienced some type of conflict and defeat here, okay? Some type of disruption here because of the truth getting out. The truth is getting out. See? And there's deception and there's envy amongst authority figures as well. Persons in authority and power, there's deception and there is envy, okay? Because of this truth getting out. Yeah. Powers that be, you got authority, power, deception, and envy here. Spirit, clarify greed. Clarify greed. That's all these individuals cared about was the money. The ones that shouldn't have been around, that's all they cared about was the money. They never cared about you. They never loved you. And they never wanted you to know the truth. Spirit, clarify greed. What is this greed about? Temptation. Temptation, because they chained to the devil. Because they chained to the devil. But you have wisdom. You hold wisdom, okay? You have awareness to what is going on. See, they thought they was going to keep you brainwashed and dumbed down and under mind control your entire life, and you never would have been able to figure out what actually happened, what went on, what's going on here. And now people couldn't be panicking. If you have become a targeted individual since you awakened, since you spoke out and told the truth about what is happening or what has happened in your life here. See, because you have you have strong intuition and you have wisdom here, okay? And all of this is tapped into your awareness, okay? Your crown chakra, your third eye, and everything. You listening to you're being divinely guided. You're being divinely guided, okay? I feel like you have been suffering in silence for a very long time. You've endured emotional withdrawals, emotional loss, and everything. But you're coming into some type of new beginning that's going to bring about balance for you, okay? But this is the hidden truth. As it relates to this situation, guys. I didn't expect for this reading to go this long, but we're going to wrap this up real quick. I see communication here, okay? You may get some type of communication coming in to you, some type of information communication. You had trust that came out here as well. So Spirit is telling you to have trust that things are going to work out in your life, that you're going to get the answers that you need. Okay, there's some type of communication that's coming through here. Something could be pertaining to some type of abundance in some way, shape, form, or fashion here. Once again, I see awareness. You are aware of something that is happening, something that is going on, okay? They never wanted you to be aware, though. They never wanted you aware of what was actually going on. Okay, so we have here energy work. Okay, this is an angel message. Spirit is saying life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatment. Your hands and your heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients here. Okay, you may do some type of energy work, or you have the power to do some type of energy work as well. Okay, you could have even done this on yourself here. I feel like this has helped you to heal in some type of way, but you have some type of healing capabilities whomever you are. I also see here innocence. Okay, so you are innocent in the things that has happened to you, and the things that you have endured. Is a blessing that you have lived this long to have gone through all of this. Spirit is saying, beloved ones, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more here. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to give this situation. So you are innocent in this situation here. You definitely gone through a lot. Okay, you've experienced a lot. Okay, and it's probably it's I'm pretty sure it's mind-blowing as to what you have endured and everything that has gone on in your life here. Okay, but you were innocent in something here. Okay, Spirit is telling you to, you know, give any harbored feelings that you may have about this to a higher power here. Okay, to help you. I also see life purpose at the bottom of the deck. I feel like whatever it is that you are going through or have endured, this is tying into your life purpose somehow. What this situation, your life purpose, is going to help and heal others. Okay, so with life purpose here, Spirit is saying that your purpose, the purpose of life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Okay, and this sits here with energy work. Whomever you are, you have some type of healing ability, healing power within you. Okay, I feel like what the trauma, the hurt, the pain that you have endured, you were able to heal from these things, these torturous things that were done to you because of your healing power here. Okay, you doing this energy work is tied into your life purpose. This is a gift that was given to you to help you as well as others. Okay, one last message, Spirit. So I see here, what do you desire? And this is a question Spirit is asking you. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Okay? So I feel like Spirit is saying that you can have what you desire, what it is that you desire, that you hope for, wish for, dreamt of, prayed for, is coming to you. As if by magic, Spirit is saying here, okay? So this is what's going on, guys. I know this was very, very heavy energy. I know it's a little bit of a long reading here, but with these situations, it's like almost impossible to kind of rush through the message here, okay? So let's see if Spirit have any last message. I do feel like you're going to get some swift, fast communication. Messages, news, information from somewhere, from someone here, okay? This communication could come to you by someone who is traveling to you. Someone may travel to you like in a hurry, in a speed, to deliver some type of message to you, okay? Spirit, clarify, listen to your intuition here. We have the High Priestess yet again. Intuition, wisdom, patience. You're highly intuitive. You're naturally empathic. You're already tuned in. There's a lot of things that's secret, that is hidden. But with you being a high priestess, a high priestess or a high priest, you know secret information, secret knowledge. Okay? There's also something that you know that has to do with the Ten of Earth here. This talks about prosperity, security, and tradition here, okay? A large amount of money or abundance here. Spirit, clarify, you were adopted and no one ever told you. You were adopted and no one ever told you. So I see transformation here. There was definitely a major tower that happened in your life, a great tragedy, chaos, okay? Transformation is like the Tower card in traditional tarot deck. This talks about realizations, life changes, and even liberation here, okay? Even though this was a tragic situation that you endured, remember that Fate card that came out? It was like the Most High immediately sent its angels in, like right away, okay, to cause some type of detour, to cause some type of shift, some type of change, some type of divine intervention took place, okay? But Spirit is saying that no doubt that this was ultimate betrayal that was supposed to bring an ending to you, okay? And you see how it's interesting. You have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Ten of Swords here, okay? And I see the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. This was decided. This was done by your Emperor, by your father here, okay? This person, you see how this person is sitting on this throne here? This person had some type of organization, leadership, structure. This person is very wealthy. Spirit, clarify, they're spreading lies. They're spreading lies. There's a King of Earth here, okay? This is a masculine earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo here. But I also see this with, I see this coupled with the Page of Air. This person is very cutthroat and ruthless, very slick and reckless at the mouth. This person may have a brutal way of speaking. This person may be very analytical, outspoken in some type of way here, okay? Whoever this individual is telling some type of lies, spreading some type of lies. This may be this official person who knows about this abduction, kidnapping, theft, however one wants to see it, okay? We have justice here, okay? Justice talks about fairness, the law, karma here, okay? So somebody is telling lies. Somebody's behind the scenes telling lies how you ended up with the people that you ended up with, or the supposed adoption that was hidden from you. Like there's been like a whole cover story, a whole lies, whole classified information that's been kept from you here, okay? But the Justice card talks about truth and clarity. So some type of truth or clarity is known or has come out or has been spoken in some type of way here, okay? This can also talk about some type of legal decision. Once again, on your dad's side of the family, I see the 3 of air here. This heartache, this heartbreak, this sorrow, this pain stems from your father. We have the Emperor here. He's a warlock too. He's a high-ranking like magician. The Emperor with the Magician, he has a lot of power, a lot of control. I do see release, endings, transformation, and freedom here. Either this person has passed away or is on the verge of passing away. I keep seeing something pertaining to death here. Whoever this person who was held in high honor has passed away. There's been a death here, okay? One of your biological parents have passed away. Spirit, clarify your mama's side of the family. Your mama's side of the family. We have ego here. This talks about illusions, dependency, and materialism here, okay? That's your mother's side of the family here. But with the world here, there's been some type of completion, some type of ending, some type of finalizing. Something has come full circle. Something is coming to an end. Spirit, clarify greed. Clarify greed. Clarify greed. These individuals got greedy with some type of charity or generosity or windfalls of money that they were receiving. Some type of sudden wealth here. That's why they're guilty of sabotage. These individuals, there could either be something else going on here, because these individuals could be either feeling stuck, restricted, unable to move, or even facing imprisonment, okay, about this money here. Especially if some type of money was sent for you that was supposed to be put up for you in some type of way, yet these individuals kept or stole or something here. Because because it was like you had lack, worry, you were in need of assistance, you had a lack of finances, money, resources, support, help. They abandoned you. They left you out in the cold. Yeah. They abandoned you. They left you out in the cold. Here, give us one more on this greed. Yeah, there was a lot of things that was going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors. We got the moon here, which talks about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark, behind someone's back here, even criminal activity. That's what's going on here. There's an earth sign. There's an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, who was responsible for some type of contracts or a collaboration, some type of agreement for the purposes of money when you were given to this family, the family that you grew up with. There was a earth sign who you were given to here, and this person collaborated or was under some type of contract with others for the purposes of money for you. Spirit, are there any other messages? Okay, guys, we're gonna conclude this reading. We're gonna leave it there. Okay, this is what's going on. Whomever you are, you have some very strong talent, skills, or abilities here. Okay, you have the ability to do some type of energy work. This is a part of your life purpose. As it relates to this situation, you are innocent here, okay? And Spirit is asking you, what do you desire? Because what you desire is going to come to you, Spirit is saying. As if in a magical or mystical way. Okay, guys? So, I do hope that this is giving you the truth and the clarity that you are seeking pertaining to a situation that you are dealing with. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with an underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.